I think you should believe more in yourself. Um, I'm referring to the people who always, feel behind in life, and um, I'm referring to the people who don't believe in themselves. I'm referring to the people who think that they are not enough. I am referring to the younger version of me, which was very insecure, didn't know what to do, and was living kind of life as it was, and I was not taking the very ownership of my life. I am referring to people who want to improve themselves, who want to believe more in themselves, and think that they have the potential to do more but don't know how. I have a list here to actually know what to talk about. Um, I believe that you should be your biggest fan. You know, you should be the one who cheers yourself up. When you make small wins. Whether it's a sale, whether it's a fitness achievement. Whether you are able to stick to your diet for one entire week. You're just gonna be your biggest fan, and cherish the small victories and tap yourself on the shoulder when you take a deep fall, and no matter how deep the fall is, you just have to get back up and continue living the life that you want to be able to live in the future. Um, Many people underestimate this concept nowadays, and a lot of young guys especially don't believe in themselves, and think that maybe they are not enough and they should do more. um, in my opinion, self-belief and believing in yourself is a very powerful practice, because it allows you to get everything that you ever wanted. If you truly believe that you're going to succeed and achieve a certain thing, you'll eventually be able to get that particular thing. But not many people do it. Maybe because they don't know it, or they don't believe in this kind of magical thing. um, and there's a quote from Kobe Bryant that I really like and I always remember, and it goes like, if you don't believe in yourself, who will? And it's true, actually, because people can't believe in yourself if you're the first one who doesn't believe in yourself. And this is kind of similar to love, because if you are not comfortable being alone and staying alone, you won't be able to get loved and love another person, because you don't love yourself. You gotta first learn how to love yourself to then be able to share this love with other people, with a woman or a guy that it is. And this is the same concept for self-belief. If you believe in yourself, you will succeed and you will attract like-minded people who will support you. Obviously, there will be always people who will try to track it down, because people are selfish and they don't want to see others succeed, especially if you're competing against them. But if you truly start believing in yourself, I'm a big I am a bigger fan of this concept. And if you truly believe in yourself, you will attract people, like-minded people who will support you. And you don't have to be scared to share your ideas with others. Obviously you need to be careful, because they will, if you share it with the wrong people, they will tell you that it's not a good idea. It's probably safer if you just do another thing. And they will try to take you to another path in every possible way. But if you truly believe, if you are convinced of the fact that what you're doing is the thing that will make you successful, not in when I talk about success, I'm not talking about materialistic success. Having money, having a enormous villa, a gigantic house, supercars, watches. I'm talking about real success. Having a family, having your parents still, because still having your parents is not. You shouldn't take your parents for granted, because there are people, and especially kids in the world, that lost their parents. And you should be really grateful if you still have your parents. I don't want to make you feel bad now, but it's the truth. It's the reality, and you have to be conscious about that. Obviously, you need to be appreciative and appreciate the thing that you have, and work with the things and the instruments, the tools that you have at hand. Success to me is having a family, is having a friend that supports you, is having a brother and a family that loves you, is having the possibility to do whatever you want at any time, at any given time. You could be successful in this exact moment. And you might think, but I don't have anything. That's the whole point. If you're young, and having money at such a young age, actually, I think that gives you more responsibility, because obviously you're young and you don't know how to manage money, and you just kind of start spending it. Success is not defined by richness and wealth. I heard the story about Tesla, from Elon Musk, and when he bought the company, at first he didn't really believe in the company's idea and the product idea that was going to be created in a few times, but he just kept on going, because obviously he bought the company, and even though he knew that the company couldn't have been successful, he still decided to keep going, and that's the power of self-belief, because he truly believed, knowing the consequences of his own actions. He truly believed that if he did the right thing, and if he had put in the necessary work, he would have been able to succeed and make the company successful. Obviously this success wasn't granted, but he did it. He was able to do it, and this is just an example of success, and in my opinion, it can have different types of interpretation, the word success. It could be in regards of wealth, which I'm not a big fan of. I much rather prefer the definition of that is more linked with the concept of having someone that supports you, having your parents, and most of the time, it happened to me last week or recently, I don't remember exactly, that I was talking with my dad, because I recently left my job, my 9 to 5, because I didn't really like it. I had to take to sit at a desk all day long, just managing other businesses, financial activities, I don't know. um, but I decided to leave the job because I didn't really like it. And my parents asked me uh, multiple times what I wanted to do for my future. And despite the fact that I knew it, I didn't want to tell them, because that's how I'm built. I don't tend to share with others my goals and my dreams. I don't know why, but I think it's quite a personal thing. I told my dad about the fact that I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but he wasn't really convinced by this idea. And I'm not saying that um, you know, I'm not saying that he was disappointed by what I told him. I'm what I'm trying to tell you is that um, not everyone sees things in the way that you do, and for me it is something really important, and it wasn't really quite the answer that I was expecting from him, and I don't really know what I was expecting him to say, um, but surely it wasn't that type of answer actually. um, and they would much rather, in my opinion, I think that they would much rather prefer to see me doing a normal job, at a normal company, being an employee, than seeing myself, than seeing me becoming an employer, and I'm not saying that they don't believe in me, but this is quite actually what I am feeling right now, And I also told my mom about the fact that I wanted to be an entrepreneur, because she was, she kept on asking me, what I wanted to do for my future, what was I searching for, um, and I told her eventually, I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and she was a bit more convinced than my dad, and we was, oh really, yeah, all right, yeah, yeah, okay, but after some time, she wasn't really convinced, even because she spoke about this with my dad, and they ended up, uh, you know, to a conclusion which was not the real conclusion that I wanted, and I don't think they quite understand why I want to do this, and the reason and what it actually means to me, So the reason of why I'm telling you this is because sometimes not even the closest people to you will actually believe in you. In my case, my parents, Um, now, I'm not saying that they don't believe in me, because if I had to, you know, um, tell them that that I really want to do this thing and I was actually going to do it, then they would just support me, But yeah, the feeling that I have right now is that they don't believe in me, in the fact that I can achieve everything that I want, because the fact is that if you put your mind to something, you can achieve everything that you've ever wanted, And the only thing that's stopping you is your mind, Um, so yeah, uh, this was just a quick example, to show you the fact that the people that you think will support you the most could actually be the people who will not drag you down, but will try to stop you from doing what you love to do, and what you would like to do for your future, because I don't even know if being an entrepreneur is what I will be doing in my future, obviously right now in this actual moment like to see myself becoming an entrepreneur in the future, and I really believe in that. But only time knows what I will be doing in the future, you know. And yeah, so this was just a quick video, you know, a quick video to tell you guys about this, you know, because I had this Europe video idea some time ago, but I never actually made this video, you know. So yeah, I'm glad I finally found the time to taking the time to record this video, you know, and I hope it helped some people, you know, who might be struggling with this. And with this said, I hope to see you in another video. Bye bye.